I'm going to share with you guys my favorite way to feed the queen, if you know what I'm saying. And if you don't, please look at the last post. So here's the situation. She is hangry. She hasn't eaten in forever. It's been about 3 hours. She's belligerent. You come, you're the jester, you're the back, and you bring her one piece of celery. She is not going to be happy. If you're just bringing celery to a queen that's hangry, that's the equivalent of doing clamshells to build up your hips. It's not the way that we use them. So our strengthening needs to mimic how we use the muscle with running. We're going to make this specific. This is where I'm leaning towards the side. I'm going to mimic this phase. This phase is called mid stance, where I'm at my lowest point. Thighs are parallel, arms are parallel. We're going to take a ball. We're mimicking this position. We're going to take a ball, put it to the wall. It doesn't have to be a big physio ball. It is easier. You could use a soccer ball, something that just deforms. And you're going to put it on the side of your knee, not your hip. You're going to slightly unlock your knee, just like with running. You wouldn't have your knee locked out while you're running. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to imagine like there's headlights coming out of the front of your shoulders and the front of your hips. Now picture that as a rectangle. Your goal is to keep that rectangle symmetrical the whole time. More on that in a second. Helps if you have a mirror for feedback. And here's the thing. The side that we're using, the side that's the most important, is the side that the foot is on the ground. That's stabilizing the pelvis, preventing it from dropping down. And so what you're going to do, keeping your weight on this leg, keeping that rectangle symmetrical, you're going to push, abduct your leg into the wall without moving, without shifting your body weight, pushing. And if you're doing it right, you'll see why I call this the hip burner exercise. You will feel it burning in that hip. So a couple things. One, if you need to hold on to the wall in the beginning because you don't have the ability to do it, I know it looks super easy, but this is challenging if you're doing it right. If you put the hand on the wall, that takes away the benefit of working that glute, but it's a good way to regress. Work on it, build it up, and then slowly take your hand away. But here's how you know you're doing it correctly. Imagine that rectangle is symmetrical the whole time. We do not want this image dropping the shoulder down, and we don't want this shifting the shoulders over. You'd be amazed at how long it took me to find these shapes. If you can name these shapes, good on you. It took me forever. Again, we're using the muscle exactly how we use it when we're running. Clamshells could be a good regression or maybe a warm-up, but they should not be your mainstream to strengthen your glutes. So if you found this helpful, let me know. Please, questions, comments, concerns, messages for the queen, let me know.